Everyone, this is Eric Gardner from Blackboard Realty Group, and today I wanted to film a video about how to prepare your house for fall and winter. Obviously, it's a little chilly outside right now towards the end of September, and it's something to start thinking about. And we got probably a month and a half to get it done. So, first off, remove your garden hoses and get that supply line that's feeding your garden hose valve turned off. Hopefully, your spigot has a valve that you can turn off inside the house. So make sure to take off your hose once you're done using it. It's always good also to drain your hose all the way and hang it up in your garage or put it in your basement somewhere like that. Don't leave it out in the snow. Next up, drain your sprinkler system. So obviously turn off the supply line to your sprinkler system, then blow out your sprinkler system. You can hire a professional for that. It's probably $100. Or if you have different drain valves, some of them have automatic drain valves that'll automatically drain the sprinklers, but the thing you don't want to do is leave it pressurized, have it be full of water, and then it freezes in the winter, it expands in the pipe and it breaks one of those PVC pipes, then you're stuck in the spring having to fix that, dig it up and patch it. Next up, seal some air leaks. So you need to do this when it's a little bit warmer, between 50 and 80 degrees. Go get a thing of caulk that matches your exterior. You can get some. It's usually $5 at the hardware store. Walk around the house and just look for any leaks around. Next up, de-junk your gutters. So you need to clean those out, especially if you have trees over your house. So do that early on. Make sure you get all the leaves out of there. Make sure you can even run a hose down it just to flush anything through. That's a great thing to do. And then make sure the water at your downspout is positioned away from your house. So they have those extenders at the hardware store, probably like $5 to $10. Because you want that water to be 4 to 5 feet away from your foundation, so you're not getting extra moisture on the foundation. Next up, this one's a little more complicated, I guess, direct drainage. So make sure your soil is sloping away from your house. You want that moisture that's coming down or raining not to go towards your foundation, because that can cause cracks and leaks over time. But I think it's 6 inches over 10 feet. You want that slope away from your house. Next up, check your furnace. So you should be changing your furnace filter every 2 months, but it's also a good time now while maybe the furnace companies, AC companies, HVACs, they're not too busy installing ACs or furnaces. Have them come over and do a checkup. That's probably $100, $200, and they'll do a thorough thing, make sure everything's working great, change your furnace filter for you also, and then when it comes on those cold nights in December and January, you're not having something break down. Next, prune your plants. So once all the leaves fall, clean those up, make sure they're not in the gutters. Once those, trees are in hibernation mode, and this can be a fall or a spring thing. A lot of people would rather do it in spring, but if it's just like a regular tree, get it away from your house. You want those branches, you don't want them to be overhanging your house or your gutters or your siding, because then they're just dripping water and moisture on your house the entire time. You want them at least 3 feet away. So prune those trees that are overhanging your house. Next up, give your fireplace a once over. Get a flashlight, look up it, make sure the flue is clear, make sure the damper opens and closes, make sure there's no bird's nests, things like that. You should be able to, when the damper's open, you should be able to see the sky. So check that out. You should get that maintained every 2 years at least. You don't want, if you're burning in it a lot, and probably a lot of people aren't, it's probably not too big of a concern, but if you use your fireplace, please get that done every 2 years. So those are the 8 things that I recommend kind of looking over in the fall so you don't have issues come spring. If you have any questions, give me a call, 801-660-9173, and visit HEYERIC.com for more info.